Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl. I am the Bronze Goddess, and this is Strawberry Letter number, I think we're at like 24. Strawberry Letter number 24. You are the father. This Strawberry Letter, foolishness alert. I mean, I always try to warn you guys. This one is the longest one I've ever gotten. She apologizes for the length in the beginning, which is that she wanted to get everything in. I'm gonna try my best to read as much of it as I can. Like to hear it, here it goes. I met this guy in April of 2009. He was 22 and I was 20. We were both single and we hit it off right away. He had just gotten out of a long-distance relationship and he told me that the next relationship he would get into, he wanted to ensure that he would have a good job because he wanted that person to be the mother of his child, and so he wanted everything to be just right. I understood and respected where he was coming from. We hung out, spent time together. We went out to dinner for my 21st birthday. He introduced me to his friends. I got along great with them. They liked me. They were always inviting me over to hang out with them. He went everywhere I asked him to go, and I did the same for him. Everything was fine. It's like we were in a relationship, but it was not official. I always told him that if there was anyone else, he should just let me know. But he said no. Even though we were both under the understanding that we were not in a committed relationship, he still assured me that there was no one else. In October, he told me that someone else was pregnant for him. That someone was his ex-girlfriend who he told me wanted to get him back. But he did not want to be with her. He was just afraid to come right out and tell her no, that it was over for good. He said they were just cool. I believed him. So homegirl is pregnant. He says it was a mistake. It was not supposed to happen like that. He never wanted her to be the mother of his child. He's not sure if it's his, blah, blah, blah. Again, I believed him. We continued to hang out just like we did before, but I still had my doubts. On New Year's Eve, he asked me to come to a get-together he and his friend were having. His friend also asked me to be there. I figured that he was asking to bring in the new year with me and that everything was great. You only bring... Basically, she's saying that she thought because he brought her over for New Year's that she was special. And fast forward to February, he starts talking about wanting a paternity test because he doesn't believe that the baby was his. And they both said to each other that they're each other's best friend. So for some reason, the writer of the letter doesn't want to. She and the man, for some reason, they're scared to call each other boyfriend and girlfriend. They're scared to make the commitment. They both are okay with not having a title. I'm trying to sum it up because this letter is ridiculous. So fast forward, the story goes on and she and the dude have a falling out because of all of this. They just keep arguing about it back and forth, and he stops talking for her for like 6 months. He doesn't even let her know that the child is born in the meantime. She says that she sees... this is the part that trips me out the most. He has 2 Facebook pages. One she calls his real Facebook page, and one she calls the fake Facebook page. The real one, she says, has pictures of him and her together, him and the writer of the letter. She said doesn't show the son, anything like that. She says that there is a fake Facebook page that has, I guess, doesn't have pictures of her in it. I'm gonna get on that in just a minute because that is foolishness to the nth degree. Anyway, she says that every now and then, she'll comment on people's Facebook status, commenting about a picture or something like that. He always finds a way to comment after her. You know how that works. Somebody comments after you, get the email so you know who it is. So she feels like he does that on purpose. She says she also realizes that she was told after the fact, after this whole breakup between the two of them, that he spent Christmas Day with the ex, but spent New Year's with her. And she said it seems like he has somebody special for every holiday. So she says she misses him. And yes, she misses him. And is she wrong to feel that way? Should she contact him? Should she try to get things back the way they were? Whew. Long, I'm sorry. But that's where she ends and I begin. So her question, like I said, she says, should she contact him? Should she try to get things back the way they were? What exactly are you trying to get back to? He wasn't your boyfriend then, so he won't be your boyfriend now. Any man that can't commit to you is not worth the time. What are you doing that's so special? Who are you that you're so special that you can't call yourself my boyfriend? I don't understand why you think that he thinks you're so special. Because if he did, he would at least make you his girlfriend. I'm not saying make you his fiance. I'm not even saying make you his wife. But in all this time that y'all been together, he never even called you his girlfriend, and you still think you special? Girl, no ma'am. No ma'am. He is playing you. You know he's playing you. He lied to you, lied right to your face, told you they were just cool. Next thing you know, she popping up pregnant. People who just cool don't pop up pregnant. And ooh, Lord. So he got 2 Facebook pages. And you think the one that he has pictures of the 2 of you with is the real one? Girl, that's probably the fake one. He hadn't talked to you in 6 months. Where you think he's at? Who you think he's kicking it with? I bet he tells his girlfriend that you and him are just cool. I know you're young, but that's no reason to be this naive. Girl, he is playing you. Playing you out. He playing you in your face, playing you behind your back. All of this talk, that was just talk. All this talk about the paternity test, and then he dropped it. If he didn't think this was his son, he would not be taking care of him. I'm telling, that's straight up real talk. If he had any inkling that child was not his, he wouldn't be taking care of him. He said that eventually he dropped the whole paternity thing. Yeah, because he knew he was just playing around. You know, if he really believed that, he would have paid a small amount of money to find out if that was his real child. He knew that was his child. Why would it not be? You know, you were sleeping with the girl, so you know there's a good chance. I think that what bothers me about this is the fact that women always take the man at their word. When he's already shown a history of lying to you, but you still keep taking him at his word. What does he have to do? He's not honest. You believe someone who's honest. He lied to you, tell you they was just kicking it. So now so he lied to you in the beginning. They were just kicking it and she popped up pregnant. So he already showed you he lies to you, but you believe everything else he says. Why? He hasn't proven himself to be honest. He lied about something major. Not only was he just seeing the ex, he was seeing her and sleeping with her. He hasn't tried to contact you in 6 months, and you want to know, should you contact him for what? What do you need from him that you can't get from anybody else? You should contact him if you glutton for punishment. If you have low self-esteem and you think this is the best you can do, yeah, you should call him. If you don't think that you deserve a better man than this, yeah, call him up. But if you know in your knower that you are better than this, and you can find somebody who can treat you better than this, then don't call him. And all this back and forth with the Facebook stuff, first of all, you young, but you ain't that young. Girl, that ain't nothing. So what? If he comment after you, so what? He could have just as easily sent you an email, called you, text you. He's going on with his life. Go on with yours. He hadn't contacted you in 6 months, but you think he cares about you? And you right there? All he got to do is talk. It's too easy. It's too easy. I think he has played you, and I think he is continuing to play you. And I think you need to stop commenting on these people on Facebook. If you know that you still got a soft spot in your heart for him, stop communicating with him. Stop talking to him. Stop. Minimize your contact with him. Why are you still hanging out with his friends? Why are you still talking to his friends? Get your own friends. All they're going to do is tell you what he wants you to. They're his friends. You making a mistake and thinking that they're your friends. They're not your friends. If they were your friends, they would have told you when you came around there on New Year's Eve, you know you had another girl here on Christmas. They're not your friends. They are his friends. And they spread whatever message he tells them to spread. So that whole, oh, he miss you, or whatever they're telling you, don't confuse it. If they was your real friends, they would have told you what was up. They would have told you what was going on behind your back. They're not your friends. Please know that. They playing you, and they just helping him play you. Now, if anybody in that group is genuine, let me tell you, when I was in the military, there was this guy that I thought I liked, and he was cute and nice and everything like that in the military, and he was living in the barracks. Now, most of the time when people in the military and they live in the barracks, it's because they're single, separated, divorced, something like that, but normally, you have to be single to live in the barracks. Otherwise, they'll give you, like a place off base. So so I assume because you living in the barracks like the rest of us single folks that you're single too. Well, kind of find out this dude that I liked and had just started dating. One of his friends who I thought was my friend too, came to me and told me, hey, they will kill me if they find out that I told you. But you know, old boy married. He and I are friends to this day. The dude who told me, because he was a real friend. His other friends wasn't going to say nothing because it wasn't my friends. They was his friends. But that dude was my friend too. And he came and told me, he said, I know you a good girl, so I know you would never be wanting to date a dude who's married. I'm just telling you. That's what real friends do. And you mistaken these people because they invite you over to events and they talk to you back and forth on Facebook. Those are associates, which means they associate with you. A friend has your back in your presence and even when you're not in their presence. And they haven't proved it. Please never, ever throw the F word around. You have to do a lot to be my friend because I'm too loyal. And honestly, it's very hard for me to find people who are as loyal to me as I am to them. That's why I have very few friends, but that's okay because I keep my circle nice and small because I know I can trust these people. You don't just anybody can't be your friend, and just anybody can't be your man. He hasn't earned the right to be your man, so why let him be? Sorry, I know that's tough. It's always tough. I'm a little passionate about it because it bothers me that this dude just playing you, man. He's playing you, and it's embarrassing. He got this girl around town. What you think you're telling her? He hadn't been with you in 6 months, so where you think he been at? He been with her, raising this child that he thought wasn't his. Look at that child. And you say the child looks just like him. I bet the child does. That's his baby and he knows it. Tell me, she was on the side. Maybe you was on the side. You think she the side chick. Maybe you was the side chick. Once you identified what your role was, you either wanted to participate in that and you don't. Now you see how he was trying to treat you. Don't let him treat you like that no more. No, don't do that. Have better self-esteem for yourself than that. If he ever tried to get at you, you tell him, you know what? I only want to date a man that's going to be honest with me and open. And a man who's not afraid to call me his girl, if that's what I am. All the time y'all been together, you haven't defined your relationship? At one point, you should have asked him, well, who am I to you? She's your ex-girlfriend. She has a title. What's my title? What am I? Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. And if you got a question, find out. Don't waste your time. All the time you mess around with this clown, the perfect man could have been walking right by. This is a clown. Stop wasting your time with this dude. Anyway, love you. Okay, I do. You know I do. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to keep it straight and tell you the truth. Because your friends aren't going to tell you because they love you and they don't want to hurt your feelings. I love you too, but I'm going to tell you the truth because you don't want to be out here like this. You don't want to be laughed at behind your back. You still thinking about this dude? Don't you talk to him? Don't you call him? Don't you text him? Let it go. Show him you can move on too. He's showing you he can. Am I not right about it? Love you. Deuces.